Good morning, Mr. Eli. Come on up. How are you? I know you don't want to go into treatment, right? And I acquiesced to you last time. You asked me, please, I can get it done. Please don't let me do it. Don't put me in residential. Don't. And I listened. And what happened?
Boom. There it is. Just 6 weeks after getting probation, he's back with a felony DWI. The judge isn't just mad, he's losing trust. And in court, once trust is gone, so are second chances.
No. You caught a felony DWI, not. We put you on probation. A month and a half later, you pick up a felony DWI. So all this, acting. So now, if this doesn't show that residential is the right thing, then I don't know what does. The only thing that we're trying to do is prevent death on our roads. That's the only thing, right? And somehow...
This part hits deep. The judge is essentially saying, I am not trying to punish you, I'm trying to prevent a fatal crash. That's not courtroom drama. That's real-life stakes. So here's a question. Should more judges take this preventative approach before tragedy strikes? Let me know what you think in the comments.
We have to get through these. Every other way that we've tried just doesn't work. This is the only other thing that we have left at our disposal. So if you want, we can just set up for a hearing. And if they prove to us that you have violated your probation, then we're going to amend your conditions to put you in residential treatment. We can do this any number of ways. We can have a full-blown hearing, or you can just sign the conditions. But if they prove it to me, that's what's going to happen.
I'm not signing the conditions.
Okay, so set it for a hearing, and then get the probation officer here, and then we'll see. And then they prove to me that you have violated your probation, then I'm going to amend your conditions. I'm not letting you go. Ever. Do you understand? I'm going to keep you until we get this straightened out, one way or the other.
Okay.
Understand? Okay, good. So I'm at your mercy when you want to set it. You want to do a week, we can set it in a week and then just have a hearing. It's just at the mercy of the probation officer, whatever they are best with. Okay? Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Complainant and defendant are in a former dating relationship. On 6/29, officers were dispatched to a disturbance at a business in Harris County, Texas. Complainant entered the business, and when she exited and walked back to her truck, she observed the defendant there. Complainant believed defendant had followed her. Complainant said that defendant was intoxicated and started to insult her. Complainant stated defendant struck her on the left side of her face with a closed fist as she sat down inside of her truck, causing pain. Complainant stated she went after defendant as he entered his truck and grabbed his shirt. Complainant stated she was momentarily dragged as she held onto the defendant's vehicle.
So it was a hit to the face, you said?
Yes, Judge. We have not been able to arrest her yet. I will let you know that I was reading through the offense report. I don't know if this was mentioned to intake, but in the offense report, it does look like she was 4 months pregnant at the time and the defendant was aware. So this baby refiled as a felony. I'm not sure yet, but it's where we're at right now.
Mr. Tejada, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you not.
Whoa. Not only is this a domestic violence case, but it may involve harm to an unborn child. That instantly raises the stakes and could bump this up to a felony. And in Texas, assault on a pregnant person. It's no joke, it's taken extremely seriously.
Consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will not have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of weapons, and I'm now entering what's called a magistrate order of emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Ms. Lopez Leiva as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you violate this court order, the state can and will probably file a violation of protective order, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. It is one of the worst cases you can pick up, a violation of protective order. Do you understand?
Sir.
You pick up one of those, violate conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, zero bond, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to protect my county. Any prior assaults against this person or?
No, Judge, this looks like it was the first one.
Okay. Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Parr. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you've gone AWOL, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You pick up a new case, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You get no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will be randomly called upon to go take drug and alcohol tests. If you fail to go, then likewise a warrant for your arrest will be issued. I'll have you go sign a reset with Victoria. You'll sign the order for protection here. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Just,
Oh, is there no bond set?
well, no,
Oh,
it's
there
like
is.
the bond said, Judge, with regards to the bond condition, I was wondering if we could, amend those or have them reflect the no threat and harassing communication, instead of no contact. They do.
They haven't been able to reach her.
They haven't, but the DA hasn't, but then she has spoke with her back. And she had spoken to the back and told her that she didn't want to proceed with the case. She would,
I don't know. I mean, if she's 4 months pregnant, you
no, she's
know,
already had the child. They already have a child now. That's the only reason why I say now,
Yeah, this
because
did happen back in June.
they do have
Yeah.
a
If,
child.
let's do this. I want to know, I mean, if that VAC was done, that VAC was done in 2024. I don't know anything recent. So until I know what she wants now, then, you know, and if you could, you know, facilitate, perhaps give a phone number, maybe that's something that can happen now. I don't know, but I like to follow the wishes of the complaining witness, and I don't know what her wishes are. If she doesn't want contact with you, then I'm gonna order it. If she does, then we can revisit it at that time. But understand, for this instant, no means no. It doesn't mean maybe. It doesn't mean I got to go get my kid. It doesn't mean someone has to go take the SAT. No means no. Do you understand?
Sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Judge.
This way.
Good morning, Mr. DePaz. Good morning. So you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you.
On March 10th, 2025, at approximately 12:18 p.m., a school resource officer responded to a security officer needing assistance in LaPorte High School. Upon arrival, the defendant was placed in the security resources office after a physical altercation. The defendant stated he was upset with the complainant because the complainant had mistreated his sister in the past. The defendant confronted the complainant and struck the complainant with a closed fist on his face. The defendant was observed on school CCTV walking up to the complainant, punching him with a closed fist, and shortly after, the complainant fell to the ground. The complainant did not show signs of confrontation towards the defendant. The complainant was observed with multiple lacerations on his lower lip and a missing tooth from being struck in the face. The complainant was also observed with a swollen jaw and bleeding from his mouth, and the complainant felt pain. I have spoken to the family of the complainant. He's had to have his jaw wired shut. His jaw was broken on both sides of his face.
Serious bodily injury?
I don't believe that would rise to the level of serious bodily injury because it's not permanent disfigurement, because he will heal eventually, but it will take 6 to 9 weeks.
Mr. DePaz, I'm going to find that there's
Broken jaw, missing tooth. And it happened in a school. Even though the defendant claims he was defending his sister's honor, the law doesn't usually reward vigilante justice, especially when it leads to this level of injury.
probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're smoking weed, if I find that you're using alcohol, I will put you in jail. You will get your degree with me. Do you understand? You are now not to go back to LaPorte High School. I'm ordering you not to go back. I don't want this person to live in fear, so you're not to go back there. Do you understand?
Yes,
If I find that you become a danger to my community,
This judge is making something crystal clear, protecting the public, giving chances. Did you notice the tone shift? It's gone from fatherly to firm. One more wrong move, and jail is your new home. That's how fast things flip in court.
I only have one place for you.
Yes, sir.
You're not to be in possession of weapons as well. You were, what, 17?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will provide you a lawyer today. I'm sending you for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is going to be in your system. You have to take a test and you're to come back, and then I'll have you speak to a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
If you don't go take the test, if you don't come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
I need your problem. You got out of jail because we gave you a free bond. You're not going to get another one if you're a danger to my community.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand?
I'm not causing no.
Okay,
And Judge, did you say no contact with the complaining witness?
Correct.
Okay.
but don't worry, don't file anything because I'm going to have him supervised. All right, so just reach out to the night for him, please, and then I'm going to send him for a test right now.
Okay. Well,
Rand. How are you? Great. How are you? Judge looks very festive today.
So this is an FSGI, am I right?
Yes, sir. Hola, yo te voy a interpretar, ¿ok?
Good morning, Ms. Reyes.
Sí, 10, señora Reyes.
Good morning.
Ms. Reyes, you're charged with failure to stop and give information. Essentially, leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information.
Escena de un accidente sin intercambiar la información que necesitabas hacer.
You are facing up to 180 days in jail
180 días en la cárcel por
and or a $2,000
una
fine.
multa que no sobrepase $2,000.
We are going to do probable cause.
Soldados,
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
contra usted.
I insist she stays silent.
Y tu abogado insiste que se quede callada.
Just please go slow.
Yes, Your Honor. On March
El
10th,
10 de marzo
2025,
del 2025,
officers were
los
dispatched to
oficiales
Safer
fueron
Street
a
and
una calle Safer
Seth Street in reference to an
Street.
FSGI.
bajo una referencia de faltar y dar información.